How we doing? How are we doing? Let's make sure everything is sounding a-okay. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since we've done a live here, and it's been a while since I've live streamed from the iPhone, and it's telling me I'm not live, which is weird. Okay, no, now it's telling me I'm live. What's the sound like? Why is this not playing? You're gonna have to let me know how that sounds. StreamYard. Oh no, there it is. Let's have a listen. You're gonna have to let me know. No, sounds perfect. Boom. I have the tablet for the comments. You know, StreamYard. StreamYard's a weird one. It's not the worst on the PC, but on the iPhone it is just, yeah, it can be a bit not fun doing it on the iPhone because you have glitches and crap like that and stuff like that. Who's this guy who I seen before this co-main? Turkey is calling this guy, and I see the performer. Oh, holy crap. Yo. He's definitely a heavyweight. But yeah, how are we all doing? Let's have a look-see on here. We've got 44 in the building, and we have loads and loads already in the chat. Holy crap. This is gonna be a big one. Big up. Matt says he already regrets buying the pay-per-view after seeing the Allen robbery. Yeah, it's Dave Allen. I couldn't believe it. Man, I couldn't believe what I was seeing from Dave Allen. It was, I didn't expect him to be as up for this fight as he was. Surprised me. I do still think that he could have been in a little bit better shape because he was gassing every bit as much as Johnny Fisher, but the experience certainly helped him. It absolutely helped him. And yeah, you know, I felt that he made mistakes in there, but irrespective of mistakes he made, irrespective of the fact that he was just as fatigued as Johnny Fisher, he won the fight. You know, you could say my scorecard 95-94, that indicates a close fight, which in theory, yes, that would insinuate that this fight was particularly close. But I always say when you're scoring, you need to look at swing rounds. There was literally none in this fight. There was literally no swing rounds. Are you back in Ireland? We're doing watch along. I always tune in over anyone else. Yeah, well, I'm home for Christmas, man. So I came home for Christmas. This guy won a Mercedes-Benz. Oh, lucky him. That's all I got to say on that one. If he won a Mercedes S-Class. Never liked Mercedes. I've always been, in terms of German cars, it's always been BMWs have always been my go-to. I have one still, actually. I'll probably end up getting the new one before long. But yeah, now I'm back in Ireland for Christmas. So I actually been trying to do lives this week, but I just haven't had the time. Like, the videos itself have done so well that I know I should do more lives, you know, interact with you guys, but I just haven't had a crazy amount of time to do all these lives. So it was kind of all for this watch along. But obviously I'm going to do more over the coming weekend because I'm going to do one tomorrow. I'm probably going to get a guest on with me tomorrow, and then I'm probably going to do another one on Monday. I won't be doing one on Christmas Eve. I'm meeting friends for drinks on Christmas Eve. But, you know, we'll try and get some in, certainly before I go back to London. Doing the lives in London is fun. I think the last one I did in London, the flat Wi-Fi was kind of acting up a little bit because the Wi-Fi over here is very, very good. I'm able to watch the fight on the zone, and I'm able to do this live with you guys. So I'm A-okay with that. In terms of the card so far, it's been a weird one, hasn't it? You know, it's not been terrible. Car winner had a longer entrance than Fury. Mercedes are a bit soulless. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mercedes-Benz, to be honest with you. I've always been, I don't like them. I really don't. I've always been Audis, as you say in the UK. We don't actually call them that over here. We call them Audis. But Audis, I used to like. When I test drove one, I was kind of years ago, and I was kind of like, I don't know. And I ended up buying a BMW, back in 2020. and I've had two now. They've both been 3 Series. I've had two 320s. I've had a coupe, and I've had this just the normal kind of sedan version. The coupe was fun. That was a fun little car, man. I enjoyed that. But the roads I drive on here in Ireland, like in Dublin, where I am, oh boy, I was feeling bumps I didn't even know were there. So I ended up changing that up for what I have now, which is a normal 320. It's a 2012 320D. And I always go for diesel as well, because in Ireland diesel is cheaper. And I've had one of them for a couple of years now, I think nearly 3 years now. And I'll probably, before long, I don't drive in London, but maybe that will change, maybe it won't. So I'd say before long, I'll end up just swapping that in, trading it in, and it'll be another BMW, probably, most likely. Yes, you man, big up yourself. Who you got in the big one and by what merit? The more we get to this fight, the more I'm thinking Usyk by knockout. Do you know what? I had a particularly bad feeling about this fight, just in terms of controversy all week. But for some reason, this today, that's gone. I don't know why. I feel like it's fairly normal. Like, what's going to happen is what's going to happen. He is up against the boxing establishment. I remember when he fought Anthony Joshua first time, and there was a robbery on the undercard. Well, you live in Spain, diesel is much cheaper. I remember some clown about a year ago because diesel in Ireland is cheaper than petrol. And I mentioned the fact that, diesel for the first time, because I think in 22, the first time I can ever remember diesel being dearer than petrol. It's not now, it's gone back down. And some clown was like, well, you're clearly not bright. Petrol's always cheaper than diesel. Yeah, in the UK, you do realise other people live in other countries. And in Ireland, diesel's always been cheaper. Apart from a couple of weeks in 2022, you'll always get diesel cheaper than petrol. And I haven't driven a petrol car in 5 years. It's been about 5 years since I drove a petrol car, mate, to be honest with you. You were saying there, my dad is a car guy. He had a nice Mercedes and currently has a BMW. He much prefers the BMW. So do I. Now, the only problem with BMWs, well, the only problem really with any kind of, I don't want to call them high-end cars, but cars like that, if something goes wrong, a lot of the time you need to replace it with, like, say, Mercedes owned part, BMW owned part. They are not cheap. So that's the one thing. Greetings from Ukraine. Shout out to you, Michael Anderson. That's the one thing I would say. Now, thankfully, touch wood, I've had no issues with mine. The only issue I ever had with my car is actually in the summer when I was leaving work. And I must have driven over something, because when I left work, I got in the car and I was looking at the car. It was perfect. And as I'm driving home, I was driving home this day. Thank God I was driving home as well. I get the tire pressure light on. I thought nothing of it. And then as soon as I got to the end of the road, I was like, oh no, that's gone. I must have driven over some, because it was absolutely perfect beforehand. And as soon as I got out and looked, I was like, oh my God, the whole sidewall was gone. I don't know what happened. I must have driven over something. It was not cheap. I had to ring a guy to come out. I'm on the side of the road. Thank God I was lucky enough I was able to pull in. Thank God. And 100 and something to get it fixed. Not fixed. It was gone. There was no fixing this tire. But mate, Adam, shout out to you, my man. Excuse me, 50 quid early Christmas gift. Man, that's a great Christmas gift. 50 quid goes a long way with me, man. I know Fury has only gained maybe £10, maybe less. You're not wrong. And I think more of a query is, he looked heavy in the build-up, like the kickoff press conference and all that. How quick has he lost that weight? But I think that is a terrible decision. If he gasses early, last fight being 260, being 270 isn't going to help his stamina. I see him getting really gassing and getting stopped. That's Adam's pick. And I have to say, I agree with you, mate. Two things. One, again, how quick has he lost the weight? Because people say, oh, he wasn't prepared. Oh, he was ill prepared. How do you come in at the lightest weight you've come in 5 years if you're ill prepared and you've had 2 training camps? Explain that to me, how you're ill prepared with that. If you had turned around and said, you know what, I think he overtrained, well, then you've got an argument, and I'd probably agree with you. But how are you underprepared? And if you've done that again, because he did look heavy, genuinely speaking, he looked heavy 3 months ago. How quick is he taking that weight off? Now, when I say he looked heavy, he probably would have been, let's say he was 290 at the Joshua fight. So he's lost the best part of, let's say close to 2 stone in 3 months. That's not the worst. That's okay. It's a reasonable amount of time. But, I'm a bit concerned on that one that he could gas. Because I want to see both guys at their best. A big up to the 258 project. I know Thomas Triver is doing the announcements. Now, I'm watching this on DAZN, so I'm probably not going to get it as, how would I explain it? I'm probably not going to get it as close to real time as you guys are, if you are watching it on TNT or Sky. So when the bell goes for this first round, I'm going to do commentary on this one as well. When the bell goes for this first round, I will let you guys know so we can sync it. So normally with DAZN, because I get these pay-per-views free, very lucky, very fortunate. I'm very lucky in that sense. Normally there is a slight delay in comparison to, say, Sky and TNT, but it's nothing crazy. There's a much bigger delay if you're watching it by other means, which I'm not, thankfully. I'm not doing that. So yeah, I will let you guys know when it's starting. Now, thankfully, DAZN's been, again, touch wood, perfect for me so far. Haven't had any issues. I've seen a few people online complain that the app has been not the best. Well, I'm not watching it. Well, I'm watching it on a smart TV as opposed to watching it on a tablet or phone. So I'm hoping, normally when you're watching it on a TV, it's normally better. It's as in it normally tends to work a little bit better. I think that was one of the issues, if I'm not mistaken, with the Tyson Paul fight, wasn't it? Was it if you watched it on a device, you were having issues as opposed to watching it on a TV? Because I stayed up for that monstrosity of a fight. For my sins, I stayed up for that absolute monstrosity of a fight. Can be much fitter than that. I watched on my PS5 and never had issues. I've never actually used DAZN on the PS5 or anything like that, to be honest with you. I've always just used it on the phone, the tablet, the laptop, and I have the TV in my living room is a smart TV, as is the TV in the kitchen, as is the TV in my bedroom. We've only 3 TVs in the house, and they're all smart TVs. And yeah, mine in my bedroom is probably the best. It's a Sony. It's just the easiest. That's a Toshiba there, and it took ages for DAZN to actually get put on that, because to be compatible with it. It took absolutely, I think it only was last year thereabouts when they actually finally got DAZN on the Toshibas, because I had it on my Sony up in my bedroom for ages. And he looked me in. Man, this is going to be a good scrap. This is going to be a good little scrap for young Moses Itauma. I'm interested to see how this goes. Well, we've already seen one prospect almost round. And in my opinion, he did. Gee, man, I broke up with my girlfriend now. I need you as my wingman. Man, I've done wingman before. And they are thanking me for it still to this day. So there you go, man. Any advice? Yeah, maybe I'm not the guy to go to for advice, but you never know. You never know. I hope you're keeping well, man. McKean was a rugby player and MMA fighter. I wonder why his stats were low, 22-1. That sole loss only was against Filip Hrgovic. Big up to Wokozuna. Interesting. Wokozuna. Well, Itauma, you see, the worry I have for Itauma in this fight, he's come in 10 pounds heavier than last time. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. Was Batman Robin? Yeah, CBS versus Ramirez. That was a good scrap. Let's have a look-see. So referee is giving instructions to both guys. Itauma, he looks fleshier than he did in his last fight. I don't know. Is that going to help him? He does look a little bit fleshier. Now, he is a young man. He has time to live and learn. But if you're going to experiment with things, do it in a fight that's against a lower caliber of opponent. McKean is not a world beater. He's not going to set the world alight. But this is a massive fight. This is, and I won't get copyrighted, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Adam Smith back on commentary. Bell's just gone there. I put the king back down. So McKean's going to jab. He looks to me like he is going to throw. But the hand speed of Itauma is still there. Was able to land there. McKean's guard is too high. His guard is too high, but you see what he's doing with his jab there. That's actually a big shot goes in from Itauma, left hand. The hand speed of Itauma is going to bother McKean. I can already tell that. Itauma is quite an aggressive fighter. Look at that. But look at the size difference. Quite a big size difference there. Like McKean is a much, much taller man. Now, I know there's only a 2-pound weight difference in it, but you can tell that McKean, left hand just missed there from Itauma. He is looking to get that left hand going. Good jab to the body by Moses Itauma as well there. The hand speed of Itauma hasn't been affected at all by this weight gain, but I would like to see him come in a little bit leaner, a little bit lighter, because I just feel as though he's going into this mindset of, I need to pack the weight on. It's going to add more power in my shots. I don't like it. Jab to the body there just knocks McKean off balance. It's a good jab to the body, actually, that Itauma is using, and good speed. The speed's not been affected at all by this. The movement is good there. Whoa-wee! Was that a whoa-wee? Oh-wee! Oh, he's hurt, man. Oh, he is hurt. McKean is hurt. He's on shaky legs. He is on shaky legs. Moses Itauma, minute and 30 seconds to go here in round number 1. Moses Itauma is a clinical finisher. The hand speed of Itauma, Dempsey McKean just fumbles to the ground there. No knockdown calls. Well, the referee was very quick to separate both guys there. He didn't do that in the Dave Allen fight. But Itauma, wee! Holy mate. What? Well, I said he'd win by knockout, but around people, it took Filip Hrgovic 12 rounds, a world-class IBF mandatory at the time. I think he might have even been interim champion. IBF mandatory. It took him 12 rounds to do what a 19-year-old prospect did in a minute and 30-odd seconds. We had Johnny Fisher go life and death with Dave Allen. That's incredible. Frank Warren is absolutely man. I'm speechless. Look, I expected him to win. I did. I expected Moses Itauma to win this fight, but one round, I gotta check Element. I wonder if Hatman is on the Element group. He will be going apeshit. He will be loving life. That's incredible, man. I can't believe that. Man, that's impressive. A round. Man. One round. That is incredible. I can't believe that. One flipping round. So, man, I was thinking the main event will be a bit away, but it's going to be every bit quicker. That's incredible, man. One round. I want to see a replay of these knockouts. And for the first time ever, do you know what? Let's have a look-see. I want to see these knockdowns. Right, Itauma, lovely left hand, catches him on the side of the head. And he was hurt. Look at that. The referee missed the part that he went straight back down again. He tries to get up. Look at that. It's kind of a grazing shot. Bang. On the temple, and he goes down. It's incredible hand speed. Absolutely incredible. You could argue, it was the way McKean did roll with it. It's legit. And look at this. Bang. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I mean, this kid, man, he's 19 years old. In one round. It was the back of the head, but the way McKean rolled with it, you can allow for that. Oh, my God. I thought he'd win. I thought he'd win by stoppage. But, man, the first shot was the back of the head, but the way he rolled with it, that's how it landed. So I think if it's a plain simple, bang, they won't let you. But if you kind of turn your head into it and it happens to land, I think they'll let you away with that. Man, I'm stumped. I mean, I thought he'd win. I thought he'd win by stoppage, but one round, man. And for the first time ever, right, I got a gift. So we did Secret Santa in work. And I just kept it simple. Someone asked me, what do I want? I said, I'm pretty simple. Get me either a water bottle, I don't have one in London, as in a water bottle for drinking water, or just get me beer. They got me a 12-pack of Moretti, so I'm like, happy days. I'm going to have a few of these and watch this fight. I can't believe that, man. 1 round, that was a cracking shot. Man, he didn't even break a sweat. Well, I was a little bit critical of the weight gain, but man, I mean, God only knows. Johnny Fisher, if they matched Itauma against Fisher, that would be, man, I would go as far as saying that would actually be criminal to match those two together. That's insane. A round, 1 round. I gotta check X and see what X are saying about this. I can't believe it, man. 1 flipping round, man. That's insanity. What do we have? What is X saying? Rootless. Yeah, Boxing News is saying that. Moses Itauma. Someone said, don't let Johnny Fisher anywhere near him. Oh, man. I can't believe it, man. 1 round. I mean, I'm not surprised he won, but one round. Holy crap, man. So, yeah. Main event next. Do you know what, right? I said I'd start this live. At, like, say, 9:30, which I did. And I thought to myself, okay, because all the fights have been going a bit long, so obviously they're talking about a 10:30 ring walk time. I think we're on par for that now, if I'm not mistaken, because they normally give, kind of does tend to depend, they normally tend to give kind of like a half hour, 40 minutes between like main event to like, you know, co-main to main. They normally tend to do that. So I'm like, damn. That lasted almost as long as Checo's final race with Red Bull. Oh, man, that's ruthless. That is ruthless. Poor Checo. Poor Checo. And people, by the way, if you haven't already, because there's 215 in the building, thank you for the 215. I appreciate that. And I don't know how many likes we have, but if you haven't already, please do smash the like button. Helps this live stream get seen by more people. He basically helps his live stream get seen by more people, helps the channel grow. And if you are one of the 216 who hasn't already subscribed, please do consider hitting subscribe. It takes a second, and the channel's been doing well the last couple of days. We're 21,316 subscribers. So we've done well the last couple of days. So I would love to finish this evening at 21,400 subscribers or thereabouts. So that's what I gotta say there. So, do you know what the problem is now? We've got some time to kill, because I guarantee you we are not going to get to this main event for at least 40 minutes. I reckon we're not going to get to this main event for at least 40 minutes. So we're going to need some time to kill. So, what do you think? Let's get chatting. Hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Fury to win in 6. Some would argue he may need to do that, mate. I wouldn't necessarily rule it out, him winning inside 6. Look, I'm not ruling Fury out winning at all. And I'm not ruling him out legitimately winning. As I've said, all I want in this fight is whoever wins, be it Fury, be it Usyk, to win legitimately. Because the way they've been talking about this fight, certainly in the boxing media, everything's been going on this week, it just seems like they're almost, prepping people for, a kind of, well, he won, but did he really? One of them. And we've already seen one of them already tonight. And, that was BS. And listen, I've never been the biggest Dave Allen fan. I think that's fair to say. I think that he's never made the most of his opportunities. And the one time he does make the most of the opportunity, he gets jobbed on the cards. It's that simple. The one time he does make the most of it, they job him. That man has been hyping Itauma for years, and he was spot on. Man, I've been hyping him since I seen him first. I seen him in the amateurs, and I seen one of his amateurs. I think it was in Croatia. I think is where he fought. And I was hearing people telling me about this Itauma guy, and he was only about 17 at the time. So I said, all right, I'll have a look at him. And when I had a look at him, I was just like, oh wow, this guy looks absolutely, he moved around the ring. It was seamless. He looked really, 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 really good. And I was thinking, okay, we could be onto something here. And in his pro career, he's not really set a foot wrong, in my opinion. Big up to Tom. How are you, my friend? How are you? Thank you, my friend, for the £20. It is greatly appreciated. It is, truly is. Yes, G-Man, card has turned out all right so far. Do you know what? You're not wrong. It has. It genuinely has. I worried about this card being a little bit on the side, but now it's been actually fun to watch so far. What do you think about Adam Smith coming back on the zone? Well, listen, I have always said this about Adam Smith, but I've never been the biggest fan of his commentary. Just, he's never really did it for me. But I've always said, when you want those dramatic moments, he's great at. When you hear him in a fight and there's big drama, you know, someone's hurt, he comes into his own then. He really does, because he's great at, he gets hyped as well when, you know, the big dramatic moments happen. So he's very good for that. And for me, I think he'd be perfect in a kind of a Larry Merchant style role, where he's not the lead commentator, but you have him for those big moments, because that's where he comes into his own. The rest of the time, it's just like, yeah. But he's better than Mike Costello. I mean, Costello, he could be a lovely guy. He really is, but he just doesn't do it for me. He's stuck. See, he was a radio commentator for years, and a radio commentator needs to commentate on everything because the person's not singing it. So it's kind of a bit like how I do it here with these watch-alongs, maybe to a lesser extent, because I know people are probably watching it, you know, elsewhere. But when you can't see it, you need to make people aware of pretty much everything. You know, every little bit you need to make them aware of. So Costello had to do that on radio. And I'm sure that worked very well on the radio. Fury's trunks are very high up, by the way. I'm just looking at it there. And basically, he was good on the radio, but he's doing that radio style on TV, and it just doesn't work. And he just doesn't have that entertaining voice. He's just not entertaining. He doesn't have that. So he did get, he did. But Ian Darke and Jim Lampley are good. Well, Ian Darke and Jim Lampley were both very, very good. I thought that Ian Darke was brilliant on commentary. He does football now. And Jim Lampley just had it. He just had that commentary voice. He was brilliant. You know, the old HBO, where I've always said it, they were the gold standard for commentary. They were the gold standard for presenters. They were the gold standard for everything, because their style was just perfect, and it worked, and you wanted to listen. They had Jim Lampley as lead commentator. They had Larry Merchant as kind of a backup commentator. He kind of only talked when he needed to, and only kind of gave his opinion when he needed to. You had Harold Letterman, and actually, see, this is the difference between having an actual judge and having a fighter or a pundit. A lot of the pundits don't know what they're. A lot of the fighters don't even know what they're scoring. Harold Letterman was a judge in his day. He actually scored the Ali versus Ken Norton fight, the trilogy fight between Ali and Norton. He was one of the judges, and he had Ali winning. But Letterman was a good judge. He liked the aggressive. He liked the aggressive fighters, so he did have his own style. But his scorecards, more often than not, were pretty accurate, and they were pretty good. And I'd like to say he was somewhat objective. You know, he definitely wasn't the worst. So they had it good with that. And then they kind of rotated. Sometimes they had Roy Jones. In the 90s, they had Gil Clancy. They had Manny Stewart. They had George Foreman, who was one of my favorites to listen to, because George Foreman would be like a more kind of funny, charismatic Carl Froch, where he just seemingly just went against whatever the commentator said. And he just was funny. He was funny with it. I love George Foreman on commentary. I really did. I love Manny Stewart on commentary. Roy Jones, a great commentator. Gil Clancy back in the day was pretty good. Ray Leonard was never the best, to be fair. But HBO had such a great team back then. When what's his name, Larry Merchant kind of stepped back, they got Max Kellerman in, who did do a decent job, I have to say. I didn't think he did a bad job. So HBO, I'd always say, they were my kind of gold standard in terms of, you know, kind of punditry, commentary teams. Nowadays, you know, they don't do, it's not the same anymore. It's really not the same anymore. And it's weird to me, because someone like DAZN, I don't know why they can't just look at what HBO did and just try and mimic it. You know, we've no former judges scoring at all. It's always, say, Chris Mannix, or it's, you know, whoever on Sky. And you're just like, what the hell? Yeah, Reg Guthrie was very good, him and Jim Watt. And Jim Watt was someone who, back when he was commentating, I loved Jim Watt on commentary. He was one of my favorites. I love listening to him on commentary. I love the fact that he was the definition of unbiased. You know, if a fighter he wanted to win did win, he'd always say after the fight, you know, oh, I'm happy to be proven wrong. You know, I'm happy he's won this, that, and the other. So he let his true feelings come out after the fight. But during the fight, he always called it down the middle. And he always got a lot of stick for that he didn't, you know, back the home fighter, that he didn't back the Brit, he didn't back this guy. But now you look ahead to today, and it's awful. You know, I was watching Low IQ versus Lee McGregor, and they had Andy Lee on commentary, and he's making it out as though this fight is razor and this, that. And you're like, mate, seriously. You know, Tony Bellew when he's commentating, you're like, mate, seriously. No one wants to hear, you know, biased commentary or biased punditry. Well, you didn't get that from Jim Watt. And back then, people didn't like that. So now they were saying, oh, he's not biased enough. So now you have biased commentary, and shock and horror, people don't like it. Listen, I always say, I just want to listen to, because there's nothing more frustrating than when you're watching a fight and you can see what's happening. You can see what's being, like, what they're doing in the ring. And you have a commentator who's ignoring it, or, you know, they'll call a punch that doesn't land, and then the opponent, you know, lands a big combination, and they either don't call it, or they talk about something just completely off topic. You know, a combination goes in. Adam Smith is awful for doing this. Combination from, say, fighter B goes in. Now, he's had a hard story. Wait, and I tell you, like, mate, shut up and call the punches. You know, that's what you get a lot of nowadays. And I really don't like that. I really don't like that. That's a pet peeve, you know. Remember Bellew? Yeah, I remember. Man, Bellew, how is he going to work on the zone now moving forward when Frank Warren is there? Because Frank Warren they do not like one another. They do not like each other. Why we all want a trilogy if the fight is good? I can see both guys falling off the cliff after this fight. Another hard fight for Usyk. Yeah, I mean, like, they might already be off the cliff. You know, they are the two best heavyweights of this era. But, you know, that doesn't mean that they beat everyone around now. Oh my God, why do we? Oop, nope, don't click on that. We're gonna. Always happens. Always happens in one of these watch-alongs. You get those, but man, right on cue. Right on cue. You always get the bots in here at some point or another, popping the links in for the fights. It always happens. Always happens. But look, do you remember which fight was it? It might have been. Oh, it was Joshua versus Dubois. It seemed like every 5 minutes, and I wasn't putting them on time. I was blocking them. It seemed like every 5 minutes, new bot. You're like, come on, what the actual hell? Like, do you not? How does that actually happen? It was just bot central. I really hope we have fair judges too. Yeah, for sure. The best of this era. I hate to see them go too far. Someone said to me, and I think they left it on. Yeah, they left it on a comment on a recent video, and they said that when I basically said that I basically said that this fight was kind of, you know, it had a weird feel to it, and someone said, well, maybe it's the end of this era. You know, maybe the feel is not that we're going to necessarily have controversy. Maybe it's just that this era, like, maybe this is the line in the sand we draw for, you know, the era of the Furies, the Joshuas, the Wilders, the Usyk. And when I heard that, like, it did make a lot of sense. It really did. And it's weird. Like, it is sad to think about. You know, I went out with my friend last night. You know, my friend, I hadn't seen him since I came home from London. And so he said to me, do you want to come for a beer? And I was like, yeah, we only stayed out for a little bit last night. But we're both boxing fans. And we were talking about, we honestly, we sounded like a couple of old farts. Because we were talking about fights we watched 6-7 years ago. And it's not a crazy amount of time. It's not a really long time. But we're like, holy crap, you know, I mean, these guys are all coming near, you know, the end now. They're coming near the end of their respective careers. And you're just like, it's like a snapshot. Now we have the likes of Itauma, we have Dubois, we have Bacoli. And I think these guys are going to do great things. It's just really sad that we're coming to the end of this era, because I I started watching, but when I started watching boxing, we were in the kind of like really watching it, like really being like religiously into it. We were kind of coming north towards the back end of the Klitschko era. I think Vitaly had his last fight against Char. Vladimir was the guy, and he was doing, he was fighting whoever. Literally, that was who he was fighting, whoever. So we were still like that era of the heavyweight division was still going, and the likes of Fury and Joshua hadn't even turned pro yet. Fury, Price, they were the guys, and it's weird because for me, it's almost like this era that we're in now, the kind of Fury, Joshua, Wilder, Usyk era. It just kind of happened. It just kind of like, boom, it happened. We didn't really see the last era stop because it was so poor, really. We didn't really see it end. I mean, I guess you could say it ended November 28th, 2015 in Dusseldorf. I think that was the date when Fury beat Klitschko. I guess you could say it ended then. Some would say maybe it ended in Wembley Stadium. But yeah, man, it was a weird one. And when this era came along, man, we had a good for so long. And I think we're going to get a good now in the new year with this new crop of heavyweights. I think we will. But it's weird because you do kind of get a feel like this is it. This is, the end of it. We might never. At this point, I'm not really that worried, but you're kind of like, oh, we might never see Fury versus Joshua. We might never see Wilder versus Joshua. We may actually have a better chance of seeing that, to be fair. But it just feels weird, Joshua's probably going to hang it up next year. He might have a fight or two, but, I mean, he's done, man. Man, Joshua is done. There's no coming back from that last loss. No way. Like that loss that he suffered against Dubois. I mean, there is literally no coming back from that. There's literally no coming back from that. Oh, we're having some Moretti's. No more soft canvas. Yep. I remember that, that was so sad with Vladimir Klitschko. And Fury's following on from that because, you see, oh, I want this and check the shorts and do this. But Vladimir had such an advantage physically. He was so much better than these guys, like significantly better than these guys. And he still had to have those little advantages. Like, mate, what's up, G-Man? What's up to the Orthodox? Damn good, man. Boogie, you hat man. I'm on the Moretti too. You mean G-Man? Not hat. I'm definitely not hat man. You're on the Moretti too. I quite like Moretti. It's a really nice drink. I remember the first time I had it was what are we drinking today? We are drinking Moretti. I never drink on lives. I never do. But I said to hell with it. This time it's Christmas. I said I will this time. Moretti's probably my favorite beer because you can get Moretti unfiltered. You can get that in London. Some pubs sell it. I had a pint of that a couple of weeks ago. I wouldn't recommend you try it. It's disgusting. I genuinely wouldn't recommend you try it. It's not nice. The regular Moretti is much nicer. But yeah, I remember I went to Cork with my friends a couple of years ago, about 3 years. 3 years ago. It was 2021. It was the August bank holiday weekend in Ireland, which is the start of August, and it was a nightmare driving down. We left at lunchtime, and we were going to a football game. Our friend was playing for Cork City FC, the soccer team, the football team, and we were going to that game. The kickoff was at like 7:30. We left Dublin. Now it takes roughly about, if you go really, really quickly, you can do Cork to Dublin in 2.5 hours. It took us 5 hours to get down because there was a crash, and it was not fun. It was not particularly fun. And once we arrived at the house he was staying in, because he let us all stay in the house, at that point, because I just wanted a beer, and they were literally like, try this. As soon as I tried it, I was like, yep, that's my drink. That's my new go-to. Had a Guinness in Wexford the other day. Definitely tastes better in Ireland. Yeah, it does. It does. No, I knew they weren't going to do it. So Tom was saying they're doing the ring walks. No, they're definitely going to do the concert. They always do that bloody concert. They always do it. Always, always, always. They'll do a performance. People, this live could be over. Now, it won't be. Well, if this fight ends early, this live watch-along could be done in, an hour? It's crazy. If Fury pushes him back all night, Usyk Dang him the same way. It's not so he's not a cruiserweight weight. Okay. But yeah, no, they always do. Do you remember when, and big up the Fight Sport Talk, when Joshua fought Dubois, they had Liam Gallagher do 3 songs, and that was just like, why? You know? Did Red Bull have to buy Sergio Perez out of his contract in order to get rid of him early? In which case he would have been paid decent. Yeah, he would have. So basically, Sergio Perez, they wanted him to retire. And by him retiring, that would mean, sorry, I hope it happened. Yeah, see you later. More bots. Yeah, basically, they would have had to pay him to leave that contract early because he had a contract for 2 seasons. I thought it was a monumentally stupid thing to do to sign him up for a new contract when he hadn't been doing the. He'd been doing all right at the start of the season, but still, he was a shaky driver. So I was kind of like, okay, you know, you gonna want to be a little bit careful there. So they would have ended up probably having to pay him. Now, the rumor mill was that he was looking for a buyout of upwards of 30 to 50 mil. So an awful lot of money, crazy amount of money. It's not been disclosed how much they paid him, but they would have absolutely had to pay him an absolute king's ransom. They would have had to. Now, they put Liam Lawson in the car. I don't necessarily agree with that. Liam Lawson, to me, I mean, I think Pierre Gasly is a better driver than Liam Lawson and has more levels to his game than Liam Lawson. Yuki Tsunoda is very quick, but you see, most Japanese drivers who've driven an F1 are very quick, but they're very erratic. And he really does fit that bill. He's very quick, a good speed, very erratic. And mentally, he has a few moments, so I get why they haven't put him in. But I think it's an absolute travesty that Carlos Sainz, as someone's mentioned Carlos, I think it's a travesty. He's in a Williams and Liam Lawson's in a Red Bull. Now, Carlos Sainz is one of the few teammates, other than Daniel Ricciardo in his prime, who was able, he didn't beat Max Verstappen, but he could match Max Verstappen. He could drive with him, you know, and big up to Nick Harmer. How are you, my friend? I hope you are keeping well. Hope you're back. I'll be back supporting full-time in next year. Mate, I hope you and your family are keeping well. Big up to you as always. Nothing but the best to you, my friend. And thank you very much for the £10. It is greatly appreciated. Who's the guy on drum? I am the drummer. That's all I got to say on. I don't know who he is. You know, when they get these performers on, maybe I show my age when they get these performers on because I literally haven't a clue who any of them are half the time. I'd look at these performers and just be like who is this guy? Who the hell is he? I literally, that's what I'd be like when I see some of these performers. F1 has lost its soul since the independent constructions have gone. Yeah, it lost its soul a long time ago, unfortunately. And you're right. You'll never get a Jordan, like a team like Jordan. And Eddie Jordan doesn't have the best health these days, so I hear. And he was a big up to Eddie Jordan as well. He was cool. But yeah, like when you had the independent constructors like Jordan, who ended up winning races and being competitive, you know, oh man, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that again, which is a shame. You know, independent teams coming through. Williams F1 team in the 80s and the 90s, they were the team you wanted to drive with because they were competitive. They could win races. They could win you championships. Now, they're a backmarker. You know, McLaren were, yeah. And then they did the merge with Mercedes in the late 90s. And then they became McLaren Mercedes, you know. Ferrari are going to dominate next year. I think McLaren are going to dominate personally. I think that team is going places. It really is. Man, I think the Saudis are finally giving in to the criticisms we've been having. We don't want long waits, long delays. Like, what time is it now? It's not even 10:30 yet. It's 20 past 10. And we're getting the main event. This is what we want. If we didn't talk and complain as much as we do about the delay and this, that, and the other, we would literally be 11 o'clock waiting for this fight to happen. Thank God. It is. It genuinely is. I think it's a combination of things. I think it's a knock-on effect of the budget cap that they breached in 2022. You really saw the effect of them having, less time, less development as a result of the punishment they got for it. So I think that is. He looked so like John Fury there in that stone image. But you'll see, I think that's part of the reason why you see Red Bull, did the way they did. Verstappen, great driver. I think Piastri is going to be a dark horse next season. I do. I think Oscar Piastri is going to be a real dark horse next season. I really do. And as always, we might complain about the delay between the, fight time to main event. But the Saudis' entrance and all that, I mean, it's second to none. It looks phenomenal. It really does. I'm getting excited now. Look, the laser show, just get it quick. Just in and out, get it done quick. I think Piastri has a higher ceiling than Norris. Norris is a great driver, don't get me wrong, he's a very good driver, but I think Piastri has the higher ceiling of the two. In my opinion, I think he does. I think Oscar Piastri, when all clicks, he is a phenomenal driver. He's so talented, man. And by the way, 100 and 200 people in the building, basically. If you haven't already, do please hit the old like button. I'd like to get to maybe about 150 likes, thereabouts. Thereabouts. And if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, if this is your first time watching and you're thinking, this guy who's watching a fight live, he's not too bad. Do please hit subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I want to see how the darts is going. Luke Littler wins with a record-breaking set. He averages 140, and he missed double 12 for the 9-darter. Oh man, I'm gonna watch that as soon as we finish up here. Luke Littler misses double 12 for a 9-darter at the Ali Pali. That's one thing in the new year that I'm desperate to go to. I'm desperate to go to a darts event, wherever it may be. If it's in the UK, man, I live in London, just not now. I'm home for Christmas. So I live in the East End of London. I live in Stratford, have the flat. I'm going to head back there in probably January 6th. I'm going to head back. I'm going to stay in Ireland for a little bit of time. And then, head back in January 6th. I want to head back for the kickoff press conference for the February show. Because I know the kickoff press conference will be coming up reasonably soon. I know it's going to be sometime in January. We just need to know when. And hopefully, because I can go, there's no issues around that. So I'll definitely be heading to that. So hopefully it's in around the kind of 6th to that week. Normally they tend to do them midweek. They always do midweek, but it's normally Tuesday or a Wednesday. That would suit me better than a Monday, because I can just take the day off. If it's a Monday, I'll have to literally fly over straight to the press conference, and boom, there we go. And toasted sandwich. That's the name. Toasted sandwich. Well, thank you, my friend. So we meet again. Usyk for the win. Let's go. And thank you for the 10 New Zealand dollars. I appreciate that greatly, man. I really do. All counts. I just got here. What do you think of the Alan Fisher fight? I think that Dave Allen, the one time in his career he really did put it all together and really give it his all, they flip and rob him. That's just what happened. And I think it's a disgrace. I really do. And I hope that's not setting the tone for now. I really do. I hope it doesn't set a bad precedent for what's going to happen in this fight. We shall see, mate. We shall see. Making sure everything is going well there. But yeah, we'll get the ring walks. Fury, being the challenger, has to enter first. Won't matter, really. He entered first for both Wilder fights and the Klitschko fight. But it's going to be interesting to see just the demeanor in there. The beard, I don't think the beard's going to make that much of a difference, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, like, I don't really think Team Usyk, geez, the intro song, what's the intro song? Oh my God. Really? Really? Mariah Carey, really? Ugh. Mariah Carey. Of all the songs, I know it's probably not his main song, but Mariah Carey, really? That woman is just, yeah, that woman is something else. Mariah Carey. To Not Sleep Under the Circumstances. Powerhouse remix level for the song. Is it? Are you still listening to Mariah Carey? He could, if he's gonna come to the ring with a Christmas song, you gotta use the Fairy Tale in New York. Like you literally, if you are going, it's working for me. Don't say anything. If you are coming to the ring to a Christmas song, if you're not using the Fairy Tale of New York, I just don't know. Because that song is even talking about fighting. Well, it's not really. But, you know, if you've seen the video, you'll know what it means, you know? You gotta use that. You gotta use the Fairy Tale in New York. We haven't really seen what he looks like, because I wasn't really paying attention to how he looked topless when they had the foul protector and gloves on. Have a fiver, mate. Thank you, man. It's Christmas. Thank you. You're the Christmas bonus. What can I say, man? Have a fiver, man. Usyk should get the stoppage. I think he will. And if I was Oleksandr Usyk, right, the way you've been treated by the boxing establishment this week, I would say, I'm not going to do the finger sign, but I would say that to them and say, I'm taking my belts and I'm going off into the sunset. I've beaten you. Yeah, mine is working perfect. Thank God. Mine is working perfect. So hopefully it stays that way. I really do. Dave Allen did get robbed. He really did. You know what, right? We're looking at probably a 2 hour. If the fight goes the distance, we're probably looking at around about an hour and a half, 2 hour live stream. That's the sweet spot for these lives. I don't know how people do like 3-4 hours live. I've done a 3 hour live where, you know, it was tough. People think like, oh, you're sitting and watching, man. 3 hour live was I felt like I'd done a workout by the time I was done. That was not easy. And I see some people they're doing 4 or 5 hours. I don't know how in God's name they'll ever do that. Because I've done, as I said, a 3 or 4 hour live. A 3 hour live I did was not easy. I felt like I had legit done a workout. It was not an easy job. Not an easy job. Fury in the ring. I'm gonna. Some people are saying he looks soft. Look, he always looks soft, but I'm dying to see what he looks like. You know, take it off and let's see. Breakfast time in Australia. Oh yeah, they will. They'll play both anthems. They always do. Do you remember last week when Dylan White fought and they did that Gibraltar anthem? And that anthem was just weird. That anthem just sounded weird, man. And I love Oleksandr Usyk's team song. He's always used it. He's always used that team song, and it sounds epic. Him and Povetkin, those two team songs, you haven't a clue what they're saying, but they sound epic. They literally sound epic. Povetkin, Alexander Povetkin, if you ever heard his entrance music, it sounded epic. It literally sounded epic. It just sounded so intimidating. Am I in London now? I came home for Christmas, man. I'm back at my house in Dublin. And Oleksandr Usyk, my Midas zone is working perfect. Oleksandr Usyk with his normal song. This is going to be interesting to see. I'm intrigued. Do you know what it is, right? It's weird. Like, I don't have this bad... I had a really weird feeling about this fight all week. It's just gone now. It really is. It's interesting. It's really... I'm looking forward to this one, man. And yeah, my zone was working. Thank God. Perfect. Touch wood. It could depend on what you're watching it on. If you're watching it on maybe an iPhone, tablet, or something like that, maybe. I have it on TV, smart TV, and as I said, thank God, all going well. Thank God. So Fan Zone say they are on the zone say that they have Usyk as favourite, 57-43. Let's wait and see. Both guys in the ring. Man, this has an interesting feel to it. Let's see. Blackers, both guys. Didn't get a chance to watch your prediction. I'm still going with Usyk, but now it's changed to stoppage. And I won't be seeing. I only have a problem with his own fights. Really. Bet you all £1 billion Fury wins. Gotta pay it. Fire stick lagging. Well, I could use Talks will probably have it 95% Fury. Oh yeah, man. And it's all Garrett A. Davis under mock accounts. Every single one of them. Oh, Tyson. Usyk. Tyson. Just to keep it, keep the fans guessing and thinking it's legit. Usyk always looks in good shape. To be fair, I've never seen the guy that they're playing the Saudi anthem there. The anthems. Do you remember they used to always do it? You're going to mute the commentary. Adam Smith can be very biased when he wants to be. Barry Jones is normally quite good, but I do worry. They haven't got any of the American guys in, which is weird because I don't personally mind Todd Grisham. I remember he used to do WWE back in the day. I don't mind him too much. Todd Grisham's all right. Sergio Mora, small doses. We've just got, it's weird, isn't it? We don't have any of the American. It's all the British. It's Barry Jones, Welsh. It's Adam Smith, Darren Barker, both English. It's just a weird one, It's just a real weird one. So again, 210 in the building. If you haven't already, hit the like button and do please hit subscribe. I would appreciate that if you could. If you could hit subscribe. We'll try and get the subs going. Try and get the subs up. I suspect the post-fight review, win or lose, whoever wins, is going to do, that might do some good figures. That might genuinely do some good numbers. But Fury in the ring, I'm interested because we haven't really seen the shape he's in terms of aesthetically. He's worn big, heavy clothes all weekend, and that, Santa Claus top looks flipping massive. So we haven't really seen aesthetically the kind of shape he's in. We see it briefly when he obviously has the foul protector very high, so we really don't know the actual shape Tyson Fury's in. Adam Smith says it himself, I like to tell a story, factual or not. Yeah, but it's windy in the UK, surely it affects Wi-Fi. Well, it's windy here, man, and it's very windy here in Ireland, and, again, all's a good. I'm low-key thinking you are hoping something goes wrong. I'm hoping it doesn't, as in Wi-Fi wise. But Wi-Fi here is very good. Very good. So we should be okay. Let's see, man. Are the media grants everywhere, G-Man, in doubt? I've no idea what you mean there, man. No, it's on the zone. No win here, and it's good. So far, so good, man. So far, so good. I can't believe how quick they've got on with this. Do you know that? I'm delighted that they have, because I was genuinely thinking, oh my God, it's going to be 11 o'clock. Can we get this fight on the road? Maybe Eddie Hearn has had a word, as well as Frank Warren with Turkey, and just thought, you know what? Just me. There's only myself, man. It's just me on my own, and that's the way I like it. For now, anyway. But, yeah, man, we have they're doing the Ukrainian national anthem, obviously for Oleksandr Usyk. And then it's fight time, man. It's fight time. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be fun. You get a bit of old Moretti down our gob. Moretti is such a nice drink. It's such an easy drink to drink. It's so, it has, if you ever try, Heineken or crap like that, it has Moretti just has a lovely, little aftertaste to it. It's so nice. Such a nice, refreshing beer to drink. And I don't drink many. I've only had, that's a bottle and a half now I've had. So I might have one more, and that's me done for the night after that. And I'm obviously diluting it with good old water, which I drink a lot of as well, actually. An awful lot. Litres of that stuff a day. You got to get that down you as well. Hearn gave his sock up for an early fight. Man, Hearn nearly had an early night with Johnny Fisher. I bet he is still thanking his lucky stars that the judges actually won. The two judges saw it in favour of him. Hell up, G-Man. Man, it's going to be good. When the Rocky music started, I thought we were going to go into the Eurovision. Man, this ain't Eurovision. They ain't going to do Usyk no favours, I would imagine. Although, You would be surprised. 236 in the building. Tyson Fury still wearing a t-shirt, still not showing, although saying that Oleksandr Usyk as well has one on as well. But Oleksandr Usyk, we kind of already know he is looking reasonably lean. Love Usyk, but got a feeling we're on for a trilogy. May very well be the case, man. Let's wait and see. If we do end up getting the trilogy, my only hope is that there's no shenanigans. That's all I want. If the better man is Fury, and he's legit the better man, that's great. Fine. But only if it's fair. If there's no dodgy officiating or scoring, if he wins this legitimately and you can say, do you know what? He's won it. Fair enough. The better man won on the night. There you go. I just don't want any shenanigans. I just don't. It's too big a fight. It's too good to have shenanigans. I really don't want this. Trunks are up very high for Tyson Fury. That's one thing I will say. They're up very high. I think the referee was even having words about that with Tyson Fury. There's Turkey Al-Ashik at ringside. He is going to be looking on with interest in this fight. Michael Buffer making the, oh man, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good fight. Tyson Fury being introduced. I think he's being introduced anyway. Yeah. Oh man. A draw. Well, a draw would be, if it was a legit draw, you'd have to do a trilogy at that point. If it's a loss for Oleksandr Usyk, you'd have to do a trilogy. If it's a win, it really does at that point kind of take the whole point of it, of doing the trilogy out of it, because if it's 2-0, and especially if it's a conclusive win, there's just no point. There's really just no point doing the trilogy at that point. So, you know, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see. How long do you before Gareth A. Davis says? Man, Gareth A. Davis is... Honestly, man, that guy is just... Yeah. Gareth A. Davis is what Gareth A. Davis is. We all know that. You know, he's just... He just wants to jump on whoever's the winning team. That's all he wants, man. And, you know, whether, you know... how would I explain it? Just because you're on the team that you perceive to be winning doesn't mean it's good. And then to just try and cling onto it just so it keeps you on board, man, it's sad. And how old is Gareth Davis? In his 50s. Man. It's sad, man. Just, the guy's an idiot. So I pay him no minds, and yeah. God knows what he'll be like if Fury loses again. I mean, God only knows. It's just, man, that guy is a clown. Gareth A. Davis. That's all he is. But Fury being introduced, 31-1-1 with 24 knockouts in the red of Manchester. The red of Manchester, Fury is still a United fan, hasn't taken his shirt off. Keeping the fans guessing, trying to do the mind games. Gareth A. Davis will probably, man, Gareth A. Davis, if he saw a poster of Carl Froch, would probably have to go and wipe his arse, much less seeing him in real life. That's Gareth A. Davis, man. But Fury still hasn't taken it. It is interesting. Has Usyk, but see, Usyk hasn't either. Usyk hasn't either. So, you know, oh man, this is going to be epic. It's going to be epic. I can't wait for this fight. 260 in the building. If you haven't already, hit the like button. And do please consider hitting subscribe as well. Really appreciate it. There you go, man. This is going to be fun. I don't know why. I just think we're going to get a great fight. It's just a comedy figure. Yeah, Joe Stunner boxing, doing parodies and doing the impressions of Gareth A. Davis. It's the only good thing that comes from Gareth A. Davis. Zone of the scan my stream is 140p and lagging non-stop. I wonder is the location you're in. Whereabouts are you watching? Are you watching the UK? Because again, thankfully, touch wood, mine is fine. Hey, okay, please stay that way. But yeah, it's been no problem for me. Oh man. Man, this is going to be good. So Usyk has been announced. I think he has anyway. And Fury looks like SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, man. That's it. Okay. What shape does Fury look in? Well, those trunks are up. When you're there, they're up high, man. They are up high, those trunks. So it is really hard to see the actual shape he's in. But look, Fury is not the bodybuilder type. He's never going to be that. But Man, this is going to be interesting. Oh, here we go, man. It's going to be good. Oleksandr Usyk looking at Fury. I will not leave you alone. The 13th round. Boy. Whew. This is going to be, it's going to be good, man. This is going to be good. Round number 13. It's only really now you get those big fight fields and you start to kind of look and say, right, let's go. Let's see how we go. So, round 1 underway. Let's go. Round 13. Fury. Is he going to come on the front foot? Is this going to be a carbon copy of the first fight? Oleksandr Usyk. Ooh, look what Tyson Fury is trying to do there. Hold on to Oleksandr Usyk. And already Usyk looking to land that left hand. Looking to try and get by that long jab of Tyson Fury. He was able to actually nullify the jab of Anthony Joshua quite quick in their respective fight. He's trying to get that right jab going into place. Now, how long before Oleksandr Usyk, knowing that that fell protector was up quite high, but the body of Tyson looks very soft. Honestly, that body of Tyson Fury looks extremely soft. Right jab to the body by Oleksandr Usyk there. He didn't look this soft in the last fight. He really didn't. And Oleksandr Usyk still looking quite lean in there. Well, he always looks lean. Puts a little bit of authority on that jab by Fury. Leads with a left hook. Doesn't have any real effect. He's holding that hand out again. But Oleksandr Usyk left hand to the chest there, which is something that he may end up having to bring into his game just to bring the hands of Tyson Fury down. But Fury just keeping him at range and pawing with that jab, stepping into it a little bit. Oleksandr Usyk doubling up on the right jab, trying to get in and land the left hand. But he takes a couple of jabs there from Tyson Fury, does Oleksandr Usyk. They're open-handed jabs, so they're not the most hurtful. Big left hand to the body by Oleksandr Usyk. Doing what he did in the last fight. He had great success with that left hand to the body. And Fury, again, looking to step in with the lead left hook. He needs to be careful because he could potentially run the risk of getting countered with that. Not a great deal happened. Another shot to the body by Oleksandr Usyk again. Fury holding the left hand out. Minute and 26 left to go here in round number 1. Fury not really coming with the aggression that we thought he would in this first fight. Oh, big left hand goes in. Another one goes in by Oleksandr Usyk. Back to Tyson Fury up to the ropes. Tyson Fury, little step in with the jab. But that's interesting. A little bit of form there from Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury knew that straight away and looked to come straight back at him. So interesting work here. It's an interesting first round. It was near the end of the first round when Oleksandr Usyk found his range with that left hand and was really able to start pinning Tyson Fury. That was a little bit low there from Tyson Fury, but it was still a body shot nonetheless. Fury trying to wrap all of his hands around Oleksandr Usyk there and trying to clinch, which is one of the criticisms you could definitely make he didn't do enough of in the first fight, was clinch Oleksandr Usyk. Look to counter with a left hand there, just misses Oleksandr Usyk. But definitely being a bit, he's sitting down more on the shots. You can see that Tyson Fury. He's not necessarily coming front foot aggression, but he is sitting down more on the shots, definitely. You can see that. 30 seconds to go here. The cleaner shots so far in this round, there's not a great deal to split them. And Fury blocks that left hand from Usyk, it doesn't land. The cleaner shots definitely, to me, look like they're coming from Oleksandr Usyk. Slightly. But there's, again, not a great deal to split them. There's some good clinching from Tyson Fury there. And yes, clinching can be a weapon if you know how to use it. And he didn't do enough of it first time. As round 1 is about to come to an end, not a crazy amount in it, I have to say. Not a crazy amount in it. A lot more aggression from Tyson Fury, but not the aggression you would think. He's not necessarily coming forward in the front foot. I would give that round ever so slightly to Oleksandr Usyk. He did a little bit more, but we're seeing the aggression from Fury. He's looking to clinch. You see him when Usyk is getting up there close. He's looking to grab, which is, again, if you're permitted to do it, it's not necessarily in the rules. They will allow you to do a certain amount of clinching, but it's something he didn't do in the previous fight. It's a way he can actually keep his strength. I'm back in Ireland for Christmas, man. For Christmas, yes. So I want to see a couple of the highlights. There wasn't much really in this first round. There really wasn't. Again, it could go either way. I think Usyk did slightly more. Yeah, I'm back in Dublin for Christmas, man. Let's have a look-see at some of the replays. Fury leading that left hand out, which again, you aren't allowed to do. You shouldn't. The referee really should actually have it, stop doing that. You're never allowed to just keep the left hand out there, which Fury was doing. It did offset Oleksandr Usyk ever so slightly. Oh, big left hand by Oleksandr Usyk goes in there on Tyson Fury. Good left hand. Best shot of the fight so far. Fury not remotely stunned, but still it's a scoring shot. That might be worrying for Usyk or for Fury because it could mean Usyk has found his range. Landed bang on the button for Oleksandr Usyk. Again, Fury wasn't hurt, not in the slightest, but It's a scoring shot, nevertheless, and Fury looking to use that jab. Looking to set Usyk up with that jab. He's not really, again, he had the most success with that jab in the first fight when he sat into it, when he really sat down and actually put a lot of weight into it. When he was pawing with it, Usyk it did still offset him, but not to the extent that Tyson Fury wanted it to. And then another body shot goes in from Usyk. Fury needs to be careful and not let Usyk build up a head of steam with these body shots. That absolutely drained him first time around. It knocked the legs out of him, and another body shot goes in there. We can't really rule that as a low one because of how high the trunks are. But Oleksandr Usyk, again, some good work there from Fury as well, though. But Usyk coming in again with that right jab, that's blinding Tyson Fury on the way in. Body shot goes in again from Usyk. Again, they will start taking effect. And Anthony Joshua gave the first round to Tyson Fury. Listen, Anthony Joshua has no business scoring this fight. He literally has no business scoring it. I gave that round to Oleksandr. It was close, but I'm giving this one, misses with the uppercut there, Tyson Fury. This one so far is definitely going the way of Usyk. It's a much better round this round, or it's a much more concrete round for Oleksandr Usyk so far. Fury is looking a bit flat-footed to me. Oh, and he's only wobbled there with a body shot. It's more balance, but still, he's very flat-footed. Tyson Fury, left hand goes in. Very static in there as well. It's really quite weird. You know, yeah, he's standing his ground, but I'm used to seeing Fury bobbing a bit more. I know it's a waste of energy, but very flat-footed in there is Tyson Fury, I'm noticing. And listen, I know he weighed in 281 and he weighed in with clothes on, but like, he looked big. Although there's some good jabs from Fury. They didn't land, but they put Usyk on. Now you're going to the body. There you go. That's better. Jabbing to the body. The body's not moving. The head might be, but the body's not. And he's not blocking the body. But another body shot from Oleksandr Usyk. 39 seconds to go here in round number 2. It's been a good round so far for Usyk. Pierces the guard, Tyson Fury. Oleksandr Usyk just misses with a big left hand there. But again, following Fury around the ring and landing at will, almost at will now, these body shots. Fury tries to land in a little body shot there of his own, partially blocked by Oleksandr Usyk. Stepping in a bit more on the jab there, Tyson Fury, some good work there. But still, I think this round is Oleksandr Usyk wobbled momentarily, but leans back with a jab to the body. Interesting. Better round this for Usyk. Fury had his moments, but I think this round has gone the way of the Ukrainian. And I'd be interested to see that left hand on replay. But Fury does look slow to me. He's very flat-footed in there. It's interesting. See how Twitter has this fight scored. See a few of the people on Twitter. It'd be interesting to see a replay of that left hand. I'd like to see a quick replay of that left hand because that was an interesting one. And a bit like the last fight, the second round, once the left hand went in, that was when, in the second round, it landed early. Let's see how Twitter have it. Some have it 2-zip for Fury. Of course they do. But that was a good body shot by Oleksandr Usyk. But I want to see this left hand to the head, which they don't appear to be shown. Some good work there to the body by Oleksandr Usyk, definitely. Let's have a look-see. We go in, Vladimir Klitschko and Lennox Lewis. Yeah, some could have a 2-1. I don't mind. You could even, if you want to give the first round to Fury, the commentary got it Fury. Interesting. So some people could have this 2-zip. You could easily have a 2-zip. I personally prefer the work of Usyk, but I don't know. We need to see it again on replay. But let's have a look-see at round number 3, which is 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Now we're seeing a more aggressive Tyson Fury. He's stepping in with some more of those shots. Doesn't go. Oh, but he takes a left hand there from Oleksandr Usyk, does Tyson Fury. Usyk complains to the back of the head, but referee says no. Referee says continue, and Tyson Fury moving in. Now he's pushing Oleksandr. Now we're seeing a pressure from Tyson Fury that he said he'd do. Said he can't wait for Saturday. Said he's going to pressure him. Well, there we go. We're seeing a little bit of it there now. And again, leaving that left hand out. The referee really should have words about that because you're not strictly allowed to do that. But this is better work from Tyson Fury. This is noticeably better work from Tyson Fury here in round number 3. Oleksandr Usyk finding it harder to land. And Tyson Fury with that jab, with a big body shot there by Oleksandr Usyk goes in. That's a good body shot as well. And Fury partially blocks that headshot. See, he's bringing that left hand up now. He's bringing that left hand up from the body up to the head. Anthony Joshua gave the second round to Tyson Fury. Interesting. Again, I wouldn't necessarily take Anthony Joshua's scorecard as gospel But Fury in this round, certainly the more aggressive of the two. But Oleksandr, that was a good little counter check from Fury there, actually. And Usyk misses with the left hand and Fury clinches. This is good work from Tyson Fury so far. Like I said, he definitely looked... AJ's scorecard is off. Well, AJ has never been, you know, in terms of boxing knowledge, I would never say AJ is kind of, you know, Teddy Atlas or something like that in the boxing department. He isn't. So it's like Tony Bellew scoring a Joshua fight. You know, he only gave that round 10-9 to Daniel Dubois the first round. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Something like that, you wouldn't rule it out. But this is a much better round here for Fury. I'm getting a bit worried considering... Well, I will say the first two rounds, I gave him to Usyk, but yeah, Fury had moments. He's winning this third round, Tyson Fury. He's definitely winning this. He misses again with that left hand as Oleksandr Usyk. Better stuff this round by Tyson Fury. Misses again with the left hand as Usyk. This is a round that's going the way of Tyson Fury, definitely. 100%. This is a Fury round so far. Unless something changes the last 35 seconds. And that's a good body shot from Oleksandr Usyk. I'm giving him this third round, definitely. Some good movement there. It's a good start by Fury, actually. It's a quick start. He's not really putting damage on Oleksandr Usyk, but he's definitely picking up some points here, and he's winning this round, definitely. This is a Fury round, 100%. So Oleksandr Usyk going to need to make adjustments. Does land a body shot there, though. And again, some good jabs by Tyson Fury, but some body shots going in from Oleksandr Usyk yet again. Needs to pick up the work, Oleksandr Usyk, in this next round, but body shots again. How telling will they be as this fight progresses? Another body shot goes in. Another body shot by Oleksandr Usyk. So interesting work, man. Interesting work. So I gave that round to Tyson Fury. That's the most legit round you could give him. Definitely. I definitely give that round in. AJ wants the bag. AJ wants that Fury fight, man. AJ wants that Fury fight. So what way do we have it after 3 rounds? Let's have a look-see here on X and see how people have it. Round. That's all square after 2. Yes, some have it 2-zip. 4-0 Fury. There you go. His hand speed looks good. That's what someone's saying. Yeah, it definitely does. Mike Coppinger actually gave that round to Usyk. He gave that round to Usyk. He has a 2-1 in favor of Usyk. Someone saying the TNT commentary is pro-Fury. Well, you would expect that it would be. You would absolutely expect that. What way are the guys on Element seeing it? We see what way people are scoring this fight. In terms of sheer volume, I have to agree. Oh, crap. Round number 4 is underway. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see and see how we are. 2 minutes. Oh, big left hand goes in there by Oleksandr Usyk, but Fury actually counters it with an uppercut. So, man, this fight is shaping up to be a bit on the interesting side, isn't it? But Usyk, looking to headhunt. He's looking to headhunt now. Seems to me as though he is throwing more shots to Fury's head there. But Fury doing a good job blocking it. Let's see. When you look at the percentage shots, Usyk landing 40% of his power shots. A lot of those power shots are body shots. A power shot is essentially anything that isn't a jab. So Usyk landed at a higher connect percentage and he's throwing less. A lot of them are body shots. You can score them, but he lands some more body shots there. Fury pulls the head down. Yeah, referee having a word, you're not allowed to do that. So he is landing at a higher connect percentage. So that is one thing we have to take into consideration. And this was the round number 4, where Fury really started to take over, albeit for those couple of minutes in that last fight. So will it be more of the same? Because it's been reasonably competitive. I actually felt Fury won the last round. I thought that was a round you can give to Tyson Fury. A lot of people have it Usyk 2-1. Some people have it 2-zip. Talksport or someone like that probably have it 5-0 to Tyson Fury with a 10-8 round in there. You wouldn't know with them guys. But yeah, very interesting one. Oh, left hand goes in again by Oleksandr Usyk. That appeared to just momentarily push Fury back a little bit. He gets hit with another left hand. Could this be in reverse, this fight? Could this be where Usyk comes into it? Because he's been hit with 2 big left hands there, Tyson Fury. Definitely. 4-zip Tyson Fury. Yeah, definitely. With 1:15 to go here in the 4th round. So very interesting round so far. Usyk definitely landing and finding the head of Tyson Fury a little bit more. That jab is not landing from Tyson Fury at all. And Fury chasing, moving Oleksandr Usyk around the ring, not letting him dictate the pace at all. And Usyk trying to land that left hand. Can't get by that jab. Can't get by that lead hand. Misses with a left hand on Tyson Fury. Looking good in there is Tyson Fury. Looking very good, I have to say. This is still around. Oh, wait. He stunned Oleksandr Usyk there. Stunned him there. Absolutely stunned Oleksandr Usyk there to Tyson Fury. Misses there momentarily, but yeah, seeing Usyk have a little wobble there, ever so slightly. Anthony Joshua gave the third round to Oleksandr Usyk. Interesting. I felt that Fury did actually quite well in that last round. Maybe I'm seeing this thing wrong. But this round, Fury shook Oleksandr Usyk ever so slightly, it seemed there, but he's been hit with a couple of left hands himself. 20 seconds to go here in this round. Could really have this go either way this round. A lot of close rounds in here. So an interesting fight. I just have a feel that something is going to happen sooner or later with one of them. I don't know which one, but one of them. Something will definitely happen in there. So round number 4 comes to an end. There we go. This is easy, says the guy who constantly criticizes anyone who says anything bad against Tyson Fury. Yeah, really, brilliant. True objectivity. That's how you do it. True objectivity. But yeah, Fury turns southpaw and nails Oleksandr Usyk. That's what Mike Coppinger is saying. That was one thing that Fury had going for him in the first fight that was really good when he did switch it up. But let's see this again. Oh, it was a big left hand Fury or Usyk lands. Fury very impressive. Usyk is terrible. He's definitely not terrible. Landed those big left hands. Look at that. So there's a lot of rounds in this fight that are very close. And in a close fight, I don't know, man. You wonder which way it could go. Because again, these rounds, they're open to interpretation. They are close rounds. Oh, Tyson Fury holds on there. He missed with a slight right hand there. Keep those mitts up. Oh, he gets hit with a right jab, but clinches smartly and wisely. That's what he should have been doing in the first fight. Clinching. Use your size. Referee having words about punches in the back of the head. So he should. He needs to be careful because they will. Look, the referees aren't afraid to dock points. Certainly in Saudi, so they will if you keep doing that. And a point deduction in a fight like this, which does have rounds that are open to interpretation, could go either way. Usyk does actually pierce the guard ever so slightly there with a left hand, but some good work again by Tyson. Can he maintain this pace though? Anthony Joshua has it even. Now, again, they're going to AJ's scorecard. I, again, would take this scorecard with a grain of salt. It could be even. It could be 3-1. It could be 3-1 either way. It could be 2-0. Take Joshua's scorecard with a grain of salt. That's what I would say on that one. That's what I would say to that one. Listen, man, Fury fanboys, Fury can get dropped and they'll still score that round. As long as we get a little bit of objectivity in here, then I'm happy. Because a Fury fanboy will score every round of Fury no matter what. Doesn't matter who they are. You know what they're like, you know? He's their hero, you know? He has all his teeth, they don't, so they're obviously, you know, looking up to him for that reason. But in reality, you could probably have a 3-1 either way or 2-0. You could probably have it that way. These rounds are close. This is some good stuff from Tyson Fury in this round, to be fair. He is landing with that jab. See, Tyson Fury is not allowing Oleksandr. See, every time Usyk is trying to actually come in and do something, Fury is beating him to the punch. He is. He's actually dicked. Oh, big uppercut goes in there from Tyson Fury. Big uppercut. Usyk didn't, it's not hurt, but he landed it. Definitely landed. And look at Usyk's face. There's a look of concern there. That certainly looks like it to me. Which one of the judges is the AI? Surely an AI judge is not actually scoring the fight. AJ tries to explain the scorecard. Yeah. AJ is not a boxing analyst. He's not great at it. There's some fighters who can do it and there's some fighters who can't. And you just know AJ is not that type of guy. Oh, right hook goes in there from Oleksandr Usyk. Not a punch you'd really see him throw all that often. He's more a left-hand heavy guy. Oh, and he does land some good shots in there on the inside on Tyson Fury. Starting to find a bit more range there. And Fury, good jab, good body shot. Partially blocked. Usyk smiles as if to say, no, that it. But look at that. He shifts the tempo up. There's some good work in there from Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury having to shift a little bit of damage now in this 5th round. There's some good stuff here from Oleksandr Usyk. But Tyson Fury again. Referee tells him to keep him up. I didn't see an issue with that shot, to be honest with you. Left hand goes in again from Oleksandr Usyk. Better round this from Usyk. I have that round in favour of Oleksandr Usyk. Definitely. Man, let's have a look-see and see what way X are scoring in this fight. Where are we at? A lot of people have it 4 apiece. Coppinger has Usyk ahead. Wonder what way Coppinger scored that round. With a monster left hand to the body. Yeah. It did appear to me, though, that left hand was kind of partially blocked, though. But all right. It's interesting. George Groves, 2 apiece. A lot of people have this 2 apiece. A lot do. A lot have a 2 apiece. Coppinger gave round 4 to Fury. Daniel Dubois. Someone saying Daniel Dubois would have a field day with Tyson Fury. Man, I know if you'd have a field day with him. Usyk is slowing. Someone there saying Usyk is slowing. You can see that. 100%. 3-2 Fury. I think that's about fair. The zone commentary is insufferable. Well, man, you had to expect that. You absolutely had to expect that. They know what they want. That's how it is. You have to expect that. Some of these rounds are harder to score than the last one. That last fight, I thought a lot of the rounds were fairly straightforward to score. Now, I'm watching this with the commentary off, and it's not inconceivable that you could have Fury up by 2, you could have him up by a couple, but we're in round number 6, not even at the halfway point yet. Some have Usyk ahead. I don't know, man. I think Fury may just be edging this. To be honest with you, man. Slightly. Oh, didn't land. That left hand from Usyk. He loaded up on that left hand, but it didn't land. Fury seen it come, was able to get the hand up to block it. Anthony Joshua has Fury ahead. He gave that last round to Tyson Fury. 2 minutes gone here in round number 6. And Oleksandr Usyk shifting some shots there from Tyson Fury. He's keeping his shape very well. He looked very flat-footed earlier in the fight. But as this round progresses, who's going to slow down first? Because Tyson Fury did notice, he takes a jab there from Oleksandr Usyk. He did noticeably slow last time around. Is he going to slow down? Oh, big right hand goes in from Tyson Fury. Well, big right hand, but a right hand lands from Tyson Fury. Good shot again. Picking his shots quite well. In there. Jab to the body by Oleksandr Usyk. That's something that Usyk's been neglected as well. He's not been going to the body as much. He's clearly not been going to the body as much as the rounds are progressing. He's been looking to try and land that left hand to the head. The left hand that he was landing so easily last time. He's not really able to get it this time. He's not as busted up as he was. But he does land a good combination in there on Tyson Fury. It seems to me as though Usyk will land these combinations and Fury gets one big shot in. It doesn't even hurt Oleksandr Usyk, but it's eye-catching. And if you're a judge, you're looking at that, you're looking at eye-catching shots, you're like, what do you make of that? But good movement there from Usyk. That's something that I've noticed. We're not seeing as much of that in-out movement as we used to see from Oleksandr Usyk in the past. But big left hand goes in, but Tyson Fury is able to take it, actually lands a shot in retaliation as well. Yeah, Fury's the one dictating this, definitely. He is definitely dictating the pace. But he gets hot. No, he's not hurt. But he does get hit with a big shot. He's not hurt. But he does get hit with a big left hand by Oleksandr Usyk there. He needs to keep an eye out. He needs to worry about that defense. He nearly got knocked out last time. So he needs to be careful about but another shot goes in. Tyson Fury takes it well. Those big shots could be winning Usyk this round. They could be winning Usyk this round. Tyson Fury, and he takes that is an Usyk round, definitely. Big shots went in there by Oleksandr Usyk at the end of the round. That's a definite round in the bank for Oleksandr Usyk, that of which there is no doubt about that. Luke Keeler says, great round for Tyson Fury. He literally got hit with loads of shots near the end. All right. Close fight, but that's definitely an Usyk round for me. A lot of people have this fight neck and neck. This is going to be, this is going to be a nightmare to score by the end of this fight. And if it's a close fight, look, this type of fight right here, this could go either way. This is fine. As long as we don't get a kind of ridiculous scorecard, then we should be okay. But look at that big left hand from Oleksandr Usyk landing. I'm definitely scoring the 6th round to Usyk. That's a definite round for him. Because the next round is the halfway point of this fight. And by the way, 382. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the like button as well. We got to get the likes up. Round number 7 is now underway. 2 minutes and 50 to go. Good right hook goes in there from Oleksandr Usyk. This normally tends to be when we get Oleksandr Usyk turn it up a little bit. A lot of people have it even. The connect percentage, Usyk again landed at a higher connect percentage. He is landing the more power shots, but at the end of the day, a lot of those power shots are body shots. They do often say the person who lands the higher connect percentage normally wins. It's not always a given. Dave Allen landed 50% connect percentage. He didn't win. So it's not always a given. But Tyson Fury is looking good in there. But he is slowing down. You can see a noticeable little bit of slowness in him. And if he starts slowing down and Usyk starts to go through the gears, he could find himself in trouble because he got hit with plenty of left hands in that 6th round. Oh, he got hit with plenty. And Usyk going back to the body again. And they are scoring shots. The body shots are definitely scoring shots. And misses with the left hand to the head. But he's getting closer with that shot. And Tyson Fury, he's not holding that jab hand out as much as he used to be. Because that will take it out of you, and that will be energy sapping. Fury with the hand, that's what I was saying. That is energy sapping. When you're doing that, it is sapping energy. He's holding like big, long arms out. He can't keep doing that. Not because it's illegal, but because it's going to take the energy out of you just to keep doing that. He lands a right hand on Oleksandr Usyk, does Tyson Fury there, just pierces the guard of Usyk. Usyk lands a left hand, he's holding the right hand out now again there, but he does get through with a grazing left hand on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury doubling up on the jab. Oleksandr Usyk misses with the left hand there, but he does back Tyson Fury up again slightly. Joshua has this fight even. Usyk dabs at the nose from that jab from Tyson Fury. Looking to get that left hand set up, trying to land it, trying to get that perfect moment when Tyson Fury stands still. He's a minute left in this 7th round in order to try and get a foothold in a round that's really not been anything. It's not much happened in this round. Tyson Fury did land a right. Oh, but there goes the left hand. There's a left hand from Usyk. Just gets Tyson Fury's attention. Not in the least bit stunned, but just gets his attention. And again, it's an eye-catching shot in a close round. He's looking to land that uppercut. He's looking to set Oleksandr Usyk up for that uppercut. You can see the way he was moving. He was dipping with the shoulder there. Oleksandr Usyk with a body shot. 30 seconds to go here in round number 7. That left hand could be what actually wins him this round. It genuinely could be what actually wins him the round. Tyson Fury just still moving. He slowed down. You can see that. The movement from Fury, the snappiness of the shots, it is starting to slow down. He is getting up there in age, and he's been in some hard fights, you would imagine. But Oleksandr Usyk just misses with a right hand there. Just. Someone has a 5-2 to Usyk. I think that's too wide, to be honest with you, for Usyk. I think that's way too wide. But I think that round did go. It was a close round. It was a nothing round, to be honest with you, to Oleksandr Usyk. For Fury, 3 apiece. A lot of people are saying 3 apiece. Round 6 was the clearest round, Mike Coppinger is saying. It's interesting, man. It's a close fight. This is closer than the last fight, 100%. You could have this either way. What is that? 5-2, Usyk, Fury gassed. What way do you score this, man? Honestly, what way do you score this, man? This is a tricky ass fight to score. This is a bit like the Turbiev Bill. Usyk, yeah, he does land the left hand. Didn't land as clean as I thought it did. Fury took the sting out of it, kind of land on the side of his head. Round 8 is underway. Oleksandr Usyk immediately gets off with a right hand or left hand to Tyson Fury's head. But man, this fight is tricky to score. Like, how do you score? Like, how exactly do you score this fight? It's so hard, man. There's close rounds. There's clear rounds. Fury's won a couple of rounds very clear in there to me. But, like, how do you actually have it, man? This is a tricky-ass fight to score. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go here. And neither man has been really remote. Neither guy has looked in any real trouble in terms of being stunned. But saying that, there's still plenty of time left to go in this fight. Fury is slowing down ever so slightly. He is a little bit more stationary. Next big shot wins. I don't think it's that clear. Oh, lovely uppercut. Pierces the guard of Tyson Fury. By Tyson Fury, I should say. Gets through on Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk retaliates with a little nothing right hand that just kind of is there, but it's not really going to be a damaging shot. You will still score. And he gets a right hook, actually, Oleksandr Usyk, and a left hand. And a right hook, again, it's not a shot you really see Usyk throw an awful lot. Oh, he's even pushing the big man back now. Just think that's going to take energy out of Oleksandr Usyk. Good little body shot, Tyson Fury on the inside. Little sneaky right hook on the inside to Tyson Fury. But again, the right hook is not a shot you typically see Oleksandr Usyk throw. He has worked well, clash of heads, no cut. No cut that I can see, but yeah, heads went in there. Referee says box on, 1:30 to go. Left hand to the body again by Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury is definitely slowed down. Usyk still has his legs underneath him. He is still probably the fitter of the two at this point. That was a nothing shot from Tyson. Oh, look at the body attack from Oleksandr Usyk there. Uppercut goes in. Joshua now has Usyk in a slight lead. He has Usyk in a slight lead. It really does count for nothing, to be honest with you. Oh, big left hand goes in by Oleksandr Usyk again on Tyson Fury. And again, Fury looks to clinch and hold. A minute left here in the 8th round. Better round this again by Oleksandr Usyk. He's doing a little bit more. Fury blocking those headshots. But Fury is definitely slowing down a touch in there and looking to grab on and clinch. He's clinching a lot more. He is clinching a lot more. Something that he didn't do enough of first time. Misses with that body shot. Oleksandr Usyk starting to get a little bit more into this fight. As you know, he always tends to come on late. He always tends to do better late, and he's starting to slightly do it now, but he is shifting some punishment there from Tyson Fury. They're being blocked, but they're still eye-catching shots. The judges are going to score them. Body shot by Oleksandr Usyk. Jab to the head of Tyson Fury by Usyk again. 25 seconds to go here in round number 8. And shots go in there again by Oleksandr Usyk. They are the shots that were winning him rounds in the first fight. And again, in a close fight, they could be the difference between winning and losing. They really could be. Man, this is a competitive fight. A lot of people, saying the same for Zip. But this is interesting. Body shots again. Headshots go in. Good way to end the round by Usyk there. He ends the round well. Man, how do you score this fight, man? This is a tricky one. We haven't really. I said this fight might be better than the first time. Mike Coppinger now has it 1 round in favor of Tyson Fury, and that's before we see him score round number 8. Now, obviously, these are unofficial scorecards, but it is interesting. Some people are saying Fury looking tired. A lot of people looking tired in the 7th. Yeah, he is looking tired. He's exerted an awful lot of energy. He really has. It's really interesting to see. You're worried for Fury now. I wouldn't say worried is the word I'd use. I wouldn't go that far. It's a very competitive fight, though. Mike Coppinger, after 8 rounds, has it even Stevens. Even Stevens. And again, a swing round either way. What way do you have it? Round number 9. The round in which almost the devil Tyson Fury back in May. The round in which he almost got stopped for the first time in his career is underway. What will happen in this 9th round? A lot of people saying Fury looking tired, which I think is true. He is. But he still has enough in the tank in order to be able to keep Oleksandr Usyk at bay. Oleksandr Usyk still landing at the higher connect percent ratio with power shots. It's up to 46% now for Oleksandr Usyk after 9 rounds. Again, a lot of those shots are body shots. Anything, a power shot is anything that's not a jab, trying to grab the hand of Oleksandr Usyk. You're not allowed to do that. But Tyson Fury being a lot more aggressive. Don't have the fight in front of me, but by the commentary, Usyk is sounding ahead. Could have it either way, man. To be honest with you, I really wouldn't have much of a gripe if you Fury a couple of rounds ahead. If you've Usyk a couple of rounds ahead, it is a very competitive fight, this. Oh, look at those body shots from Tyson Fury. Usyk took him well, though. He took him well, it has to be said. But they were some big body shots. This is a good round from Fury. Coming back into it in the 9th round. Lands a big shot on Oleksandr Usyk, but Usyk lands some sneaky shots up there on the inside. It's interesting. Body shot by Oleksandr Usyk. They were big body shots Fury landed. Keeping Oleksandr Usyk away at bay again. This is good work here from Tyson Fury. And this is a man that people were saying, oh, he couldn't be Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was decked 4 or 5 times by Daniel Dubois. This is looking good from Tyson Fury. Joshua has Usyk ahead, but this is a Fury round, if ever I've seen one. If ever I've seen a round for Fury, look at that. Just a little uppercut and clinches. You shouldn't technically do that, but it gets you through it. And this is how Fury is getting through this round. And he's winning this round. He's definitely winning this round. Right hand goes in from Tyson Fury again. Usyk lands a jab. Fury doing a much better job defensively. He's beating Usyk to the punch in this round. This is a clear-cut round for Tyson Fury. Definitely. This is a clear round. And clear rounds in this fight have been few and far between. It's been not as dramatic as the first fight. The first fight so far, I would say, was better. But this fight, big shots go in from Oleksandr Usyk there, but not enough. Not enough to damage Tyson Fury. Not in the way he did last time. That was low. That was definitely low from Fury there. 100%. Oleksandr Usyk fights out of the clinch. And he's able to get there. 30 seconds left in round number 9. Could come down to the championship rounds, people, because neither man looks really like they're going to hurt the other guy. And big body shots go in from Oleksandr Usyk there. Backs Fury up ever so slightly. Lands another shot there. This was the round. This was the time in the last fight. Big left hand again by Oleksandr Usyk. Pulling it back, is he? I don't think it's enough to win him the round, but it could at least put some doubt in the minds of the judges. Misses with a left hand there. There won't be any drama in this 9th round as the round ends. Man, I would say 5-4 to Fury is fair. And I'd say that's about right. No, I'd say that's about right. I'd say 5-4 is probably how I'd have it as well. So I'm not really scoring it round by round in that way, but I would have it to Fury, definitely. Let's see some of the shots that were landed in this round, because it is interesting. Lovely. That was low. No, that was definitely low. 100%. 110%. That was definitely low. How are we having this? 5-4 to Usyk. Someone. Who else? Who else do we have? Usyk starting to take control. I wouldn't necessarily say that. Rob Tebert has Usyk up. Very close fight, though. Very close nip and tuck fight. I really don't know what to make of this, man. I really don't, man. It could be going either way, this fight. Round number 10 is underway. Round number 10 underway. We've got 9 minutes left, lads. 9 minutes left in a fight that could go either way. Big uppercut goes in from Tyson Fury. Oleksandr Usyk just backs up ever so slightly. Fury looks to land it again, misses. Oleksandr Usyk still probing, looking with that left hand. Win or lose, Usyk should call it after this because he is slowing down enough. He's slowed down. You can see that. I think win or lose, he needs to call this fight. Call it after this. Because he is slowing down. He's not shifting serious punishment in there. Although saying that, he is getting clinched by Tyson Fury there. Referee comes in and splits them. But he is looking to slow down, definitely. And Fury, although he did look to tire a little bit in those mid-rounds, seems to be in more control now. Seems to be in a better place. Maybe Usyk is starting to slow down as well. Joshua correctly gave that last round to Tyson Fury, as did I myself. 1 minute and 50 to go here. And big body shot goes in there. What a good job. This is good work from Fury. Landed some hard shots on the inside. Oleksandr Usyk is the one on retreat now. So this is good work from Tyson Fury. So let's see if Usyk can pull it back, because these are normally the rounds in which you expect Oleksandr Usyk to come good. You expect him to come through and be able to make something of it. And actually, if Fury wins this fight, he will be a 3-time heavyweight champion, something that Joshua said he wanted to be. But the left hand goes in by Oleksandr Usyk when he's backed up against the ropes. That's a good little sneaky shot from Oleksandr Usyk, but Tyson Fury clinching well. I know it's not necessarily nice to see and necessarily legal, but nevertheless, if it's effective, it's working. It's stopping the momentum of Oleksandr Usyk. It's letting Fury dictate the pace. And if you can dictate the pace against Usyk, you got a big chance of winning. And he's doing that in this fight. He's doing it well. Although he does take some shots in retaliation by Oleksandr Usyk, this is a good round. This is what Tyson Fury needed to do. It might not be nice. It might not be what you want to see, but it's what he needed to do. He needed to nullify Oleksandr Usyk, use his size, which he didn't do, but he gets hit with a left hand there and instantly clinches. Good work. Because it stops any further offense from Oleksandr Usyk. The clinch game is working well. It really is. And he's winning these last 2 rounds very decisively. At the end of a close fight, which could go either way, having these clear rounds in the bank is what he needs to do. It absolutely is. Another uppercut goes in from Tyson Fury. Another big round, although Oleksandr Usyk does have some success there, and he does land a couple of shots on Fury, but nothing that you would say would bother him. And another round in the bank, clear round for Tyson Fury. Some good work going in here. Real good stuff. What are we at? How are we seeing this fight on X after all these rounds? Fury boxing very well. Some people are saying dubious decision. I wouldn't go that far. It's very close. Fury, yeah. Mike Coppinger scored round 9 to Fury. Oh, sorry, to Usyk. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that now, I have to say. I thought Fury won that round. Don't agree with that. What else are we seeing here? Fury boxed well. He's boxing very well. Yeah, Rob Tebbert has it even. He scored the rounds the way I seen them. He scored the 9th and the 10th round to Fury, as did I. He has it even. 2 rounds left, lads. In theory, if Fury wins this round and Usyk the 12th, on Tebbert's scorecard and probably on mine, we'd have it even. Very close fight. Round 11 is underway. Very close fight. It's going to take something. It'll take a knockdown for either guy to really shift it. The only problem is, how are the judges seeing it? Will they be fair? At the end of the day, listen, Fury winning is not necessarily a problem. It's not. But what you wouldn't want to see is like a really wide scorecard. You'd be like, hang on a minute. So Fury winning, if he wins these next 2 rounds, he deserves to win. Simple as. If he wins these next 2 rounds, he deserves to win. It's as simple as that. But if we get like a 118, 110, then nah, I wouldn't go that far. But if he wins these next 2 rounds, again, I would say he deserves it. He definitely won the last 2. He did appear to slow down at points in this fight. But Usyk right now, who's normally so good in the back end of the fight, although he is landing some good shots here a minute into the first, or a minute into the 11th round, is normally so good. It seems to me like he's the one starting to slow down now, and Fury's got his second breath back, his second wind. Although some good body shots go in from Oleksandr Usyk there. Some real good work to the body by Oleksandr Usyk. And he actually lands some good shots up close. Fury's slowing down a little bit in this round 11. And if Usyk can pick up these next 2 rounds, it could be the difference between winning and losing. It really could. Oh, big shots going from Oleksandr Usyk there. They're scoring shots. They're good little shots up close. Fury never been troubled the way he was last time. 1:30 left to go here in the 11th round. A round in which Usyk is taking a bit of a foothold in. He's definitely doing better work in this round. Fury, those shots were blocked. And he takes some shots in retaliation there. Not a bother, no trouble. No trouble whatsoever. Anthony Joshua correctly gave those last 2. But he takes a left hand there, does Tyson Fury. Dabs at the right eye. No, doesn't appear to be bleeding. And then clinches Oleksandr Usyk. This is a better round here. This is much better from Oleksandr Usyk in this round. Right jab goes in. Right jab goes in again. Fury looking to land to Usyk's body. Referee says, keep the punches up. Keep the punches up. But this is good stuff from Oleksandr Usyk. Looking to get that left hand going. He may need to. He may need a knockout. Serious. And he lands a big shot there. Fury takes it well. That beard is holding up well. That beard is keeping him safe. It's much good better round here in this round for Oleksandr Usyk. He's finally starting to get through ever so slightly. Ever. Big left hand there goes in. Fury stunned momentarily. It's not hurt, just stunned. Just more a kind of jolting, kind of stunning feeling, you would imagine. Uppercut goes in from Tyson Fury, but this has been an Usyk round if ever I've seen one. This is a clear round for Oleksandr Usyk as well. Really doing some good work. And pushing Fury back, dictating the pace like he needs to do. 10 seconds are about to go. We're into the last round, lads. Into the last round, and this is a round that's going the way of Oleksandr Usyk. Definitely. 8-3 Usyk, don't see it. Do not see it. Do not see it. No way. Too wide. If Usyk gets this decision and he gets it wide, I'll call BS on it because it's not a wide fight for either guy. Eddie Hearn has it 6-5 Tyson Fury. 6-5 Tyson Fury. Okay, again, perfect. No issue with that. 6-5 Fury or 7-3 Usyk. The general consensus, according to X, is it's Oleksandr Usyk winning this fight. That's the consensus. I don't know. I really don't know, lads. I really don't know what to make of this fight. I would have it probably even after this. After that 11th round, I'd probably have it even. Probably. As we go in, I'll pop this open for the 12th and final round. So, Whoever wins this round, you could argue wins the fight. You could argue wins the fight. Oleksandr Usyk, good jab to Fury's body. These 12 rounds have gone by like that. But Oleksandr Usyk is still there. Neither guy is marked up the way they were last time around. Last time around, they really both were marked up quite bad. But this time around, 480 in the building, by the way. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit subscribe. Get those followers up, get those subs up. 480 in the building. Let's get to 200 likes. Let's have a 50% like ratio to viewer. But a minute gone, Usyk landed some good shots. Oh, Usyk landed another good shot there on Tyson Fury. Fury just momentarily backs up. Again, could all be on this round. This round could be it. This round has landed plenty. I know he has, man. That's why I'm saying it's a close fight, man. It's very close. Could literally be going either way. And Usyk is doing some good work. Fury lands some uppercuts. He is chasing Usyk around the ring. He is loading up on some of these shots. He's pushing Oleksandr Usyk back. Usyk moving around the ring. Minute and 45 to go in the round. Lands some both shots. Both guys land some good shots. Joshua gave the last round to Oleksandr Usyk. Fury needs this round on Joshua's card to draw. And Usyk, if he wins it by 2 points. It is a very close fight. Whatever about this fight, win or lose, either man, there will not, and mark my words, there will not be a robbery either way. There's not a robbery. Whoever wins this, there's so many even Steven close rounds. There really is. It's going to be a real watch back type of fight and then come to a conclusion. Because there's no way either guy can confidently say they've won this fight easy. It's not been easy for either guy. The last minute to go, left hand goes in by Oleksandr Usyk. Big shots go in again from Oleksandr Usyk, but that beard is holding up well, isn't it? Oh, big shots again from Usyk. Fury doesn't able to land. He's having to clinch. Oleksandr Usyk. The punch stats would show that Oleksandr Usyk is winning this fight, but we don't score fights based upon CompuBox. Oh, more good shots go in there. This is going to be a nightmare to score. But I'm giving this 12 rounds so far to Oleksandr Usyk. He's doing the better work, although Fury is not doing too bad. He looks tired. Both guys look knackered. 20 seconds left. A big 20 seconds for both guys. A really big for both guys. Fury with the jab. Oleksandr Usyk needs to leave an imprint in the judge's mind, and Fury just backs him up to the ropes. Last 10 seconds of this fight. Referee needs to break them, and someone needs to try and do something these last 10 seconds. Will it be Fury? Will it be Oleksandr Usyk? The crowd rise. Oleksandr Usyk lands a left hand. He lands a left hand on Tyson Fury as they fight to the bell, and the bell rings. Fury holds his hand aloft. Oleksandr Usyk kneels down in prayer. Woo-wee. Tyson Fury embraces Oleksandr Usyk, as he should, man. You've shared 24 rounds with this man. They embrace. Holy mother of God. Whoever wins this fight, in my opinion, yeah, they deserve it. Seriously. Whoever wins this fight, in my opinion, deserves it. Let's see what way they have it scored. Some people are saying Fury needs a knockout. Dave Colwell says Fury needs a knockout. A lot of people have Oleksandr Usyk winning this fight. The general consensus on X, 116, 112, Usyk. 8-4 Usyk, 8-4 Usyk. A lot of people have it 8-4 to Oleksandr Usyk. Ay. Okay, the consensus is Usyk has got it, but these are not official scorecards. I would give it to probably Oleksandr Usyk. Carl Frampton has a draw, Richie Woodhall has Tyson Fury. Let's see, man. Man, I am seeing so many people say Oleksandr Usyk wins this. What do we have? Coppinger has it 115, 113 to Oleksandr Usyk. Eddie Hearn had it. Okay, so a lot of people have it 115. Rob Tebert has it 115, 113 to Oleksandr Usyk. I'm going to put this volume up. I should be okay to play the volume. Because I'm a little bit okay with that. Let's see. Usyk. What are we all saying? We're all saying Usyk. Man, whoever wins it will have deserved it. That's all I will say. It's close. And as well, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you haven't already. There's how many people in the building locked in? Nearly 500. And I've only got 200 likes. If you haven't already, hit the like button and please do consider subscribing. I think the channel is pretty good. The channel's pretty good. Let's see, man. Let's see what way the judges have this. What way did his own score it? I know Joshua would have had it probably Usyk winning or at worst a draw. What way did the zone commentary team have it? Because obviously I wasn't listening to it. I was doing my own. Man, these 12 rounds just flew by. There was no showboating from Fury this time either. I reckon we're getting a split decision. Maybe a majority. Maybe unanimous. I'm not sure. Looks like they have the scores. I'm turning actually that off. I'm putting it on this. So I don't want anyone who's ahead spoiling the decision. So I'm not looking at the live chat because I don't want anyone who maybe is ahead spoiling the decision. Michael Buffer has the scores. Let's see. I think Fury's going to get it. Fury's going to get it. Fury's got it. 150, 160, 112. Fury's got it. Fury's got it. Fury's got it. Usyk got it! No way! No way! His dad is looking down, and he's not even looking down. His dad is in the ring with him all the time. I can't believe it. I wouldn't mind. No, 116 and 112 is not wide. If it's anything more than that, yeah, but I wouldn't consider that wide. It's a fairly... He does deserve it. Barry Jones had it 116, 112 to Usyk. I gotta watch this again. People, that's it. Oleksandr Usyk has beaten boxing. He's beaten the establishment. He's done it. People, he's done it. I wouldn't have complained if Fury got the nod, by the way. I wouldn't. If it was genuinely close. I wouldn't have complained. It was genuinely close. So Fury fanboys, where you at? Where you guys at? The AI judge had it 118 to 112 to Oleksandr Usyk. 118, 112 to Oleksandr Usyk. There we go, people. Oleksandr Usyk, he has someone looking over him. He really, truly does. Where are Fury fanboys who are scoring in this fight so easy to Fury? Where are the Fury fanboys who have always something to say? Because you can bet your bottom dollar I am going to do a video and I am going to absolutely rip you to shreds. Might not be the post fight, but I'm going to rip you to shreds with receipts. Wait, watch the space for that one. But people, yeah, look, close fight, competitive fight. I want to hear Usyk in the ring, and I want to hear what Tyson Fury has to say as well. The AI judge had it, like, that was bizarre, but yeah, I mean, like, the 12th round was an Usyk round, I thought, really. I don't give, no. Okay, oh, no. Sorry, I don't want to block you, mate. I want to block the bot. I hope I didn't. Yeah, I blocked the bot. Yeah, we don't want the bots dropping links in here. Still undefeated from Ukraine. Oleksandr Usyk, there's no doubt now. There's no need for a trilogy fight. And the wise men were wise. Look, I don't think... I'm not going to go in on Fury that much. Oh, I will. But I'm not going to go in on him that much. He gave a good account of himself in this fight. He boxed well. I wouldn't have complained if he got the nod. I thought it was competitive, close. Yeah. But I don't believe in karma. But if there is karma, And what will Simon Jordan say? We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have so much fun with this, aren't we? We're going to have so much fun with this. Usyk should retire. He should complete boxing. He should sit. Ade, take it away. I wouldn't say necessarily close.
Did you think the scorecards were correct? I mean.
Do you think the scorecards were correct? I win. It's good.
You seem to play another level, another gear. How is it that the second half of every fight, you get better, you get faster, you get stronger?
See what he says.
I don't know, maybe I'm training. My wife my children,
I love that. I love that. Do you think they were close? I win. It's good. Oh man, I can't believe they gave it to him. I mean, Jesus, like there was no issues. It had that fit. There was no issues. Thank God. Oh, Daniel Dubois comes in. Robbery, eh?
Let's go.
That's a bit cringe, Dubois. Seriously, you're Mr. Excellency. He did slow down. He did. He definitely did. Dubois shouldn't be calling out anybody. He's got to get through Parker first.
24 rounds, you now spent with Tyson Fury. What do you make of Tyson Fury as a fighter?
Listen, it's a great fighter. It's a great opponent. It's a great fight, 24 rounds. Unbelievable 24 rounds for my career. Thank you so much.
I'm just going to see what Fury has to say, and then I will record my post-fight review. 2 hours we've gone. Holy crap, that flew by. Correct result for me. I'll watch it tomorrow morning, and I'll watch it again. Listen, I'm not going to use this as an excuse, but when you do have a live chat going and you're seeing scorecards all the time, you're kind of like, oh, was I right? Was I wrong? Was I right? Was I wrong? Was I right? Was I wrong? So I'll watch it again tomorrow morning. I have the zone. I have it on here. It's free for me, so I'll watch that again. Great watch along. Well done, boss. Man, thank you to everyone who donated. I put a goal, if you can see it in the chat, right? I put a goal in at the start of this and the goal was a 50 quid super chat, which Adam did give. And I said you'll get a shout out on the next video if you give it. So Adam, shout out to you coming on the post-fight review. That was the goal. I said whoever donated 50 quid gets a shout out. So there you go. You get that. I appreciate that to you, my friend. And yeah, see what Usyk says. See what he says. I can more. Brilliant. Anyway, people, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get this post-fight review recorded. And yeah, it is... What time is it? It's just after... Well, it's nearly midnight. So I'll get some vids out and we will dissect this in the immediate aftermath. People, I will leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. I will, if I can find the one with the beer in it, I will... Which one is it? I think it's this one. No, it's not that one. It's one of them. I had like 3 bottles. This one. I will raise a toast to Oleksandr Usyk, the heavyweight champion of the world. Well done. And people, I will chat to you in a wee bit. Peace.